possible, but there are a lot of rules the person has to observe. And it's always recommended that if anyone is doing Hajj Badal, it has to be a person who has done his own Hajj first. Because by doing his own Hajj, this person knows how to do the Hajj to begin with. So he doesn't have to keep two different things in mind. As soon as this person will forget to make the intention at the right place where he's supposed to make the intention, then that act is not done on behalf of the person that he was doing the Hajj for. It's done on his own behalf, and this is not Hajj Badal anymore. So there are certain rules the person has to follow. Generally, the general ones is that you have to make the intention on behalf of that person, and whatever you do, for tawaf, you will make the intention that you're doing it on behalf of that person. For sa'i, you will make the intention that you're doing it on behalf of that person. And for each and every action that you're performing, when you're performing it, you will make that intention. That's the main thing. Hajj Badal means you're doing the Hajj on behalf of someone else, which simply means it could be two different ways. Number one, someone never performed the Hajj in his life. And now his relative decided that since my father, my mother, my uncle, someone, he didn't perform the Hajj, so let me send someone to do the Hajj on his behalf. So you will pay someone to go and perform the Hajj on behalf of that person. So this person will be performing the full Hajj, but on behalf of that other person that you are sending the person for. The other thing is, even a living person could do something like this, that you send someone to perform the Hajj on your behalf. This will not take your farad away from you, but at least will get you the reward of the Hajj. No, there will be only one qurbani, and it will be only on behalf of the person that you are doing the Hajj for.
So, let's say you want to do it for whatever uncle and you did yours. So it has to be somebody else, or I can do it for my uncle on behalf of my uncle if I have in mind already done.
If you have done your Hajj already,
yes, and
you want to go and do on behalf of someone else, yes, you can do that.
With a close relative.
Any relative, not necessarily close, any person. It could even be someone that he doesn't even know you. He comes to you and says, brother, I can't go for the Hajj or on behalf of my relatives, so I would like to send you on behalf of my father. A person you don't even know. He sends you on behalf of Hajj or father. All you have to do is just make the intention that you're doing this Hajj on behalf of his father.
So Niyyah is for each step, or
Niyyah
is good for whole thing?
No, Niyyah is for everything that you would do then. Initially, at the time of putting the ihram, that will be the Niyyah. That is the most important one. But then, at the beginning of the tawaf, you will renew the intention. At the beginning of sa'i, you will renew the intention.
When we first open the Hajj by doing the Umrah,
See, Umrah and Hajj, these are two different things. Inshallah, next week I will explain in more details. Umrah is an ibadah by itself. Hajj is a separate ibadah. It is possible for a person to perform Hajj without doing Umrah at all. That's a possibility. So, if a person does perform a Umrah, that Umrah is totally separate from Hajj. Say, if someone sends you for Hajj Badal, and he didn't ask you to perform the Umrah on his behalf, then that Umrah could be on behalf of someone else too. As long as you take that person's permission, that because you are paying for it, I will be performing this Umrah on behalf of this person, and then I will do the Hajj on your behalf. So these are two different things. If a person is doing Hajj Badal, would he get the full reward? For sure. As Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam have mentioned it about many of the ibadahs, and especially about Hajj, that the one who's doing it, he's getting his full reward, and the one on whose behalf you're doing it, he's getting full reward. In fact, there is a hadith where Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that some time one person does a Hajj and 3 people get the full reward of Hajj. One person is doing it, and 3 people are getting the full reward of the Hajj. The one who is doing it, the one on whose behalf you're doing it, he's getting the full reward. Number 3, the one who paid for it. You paid someone to do the Hajj on behalf of your father. So you pay, you're getting the reward. He's doing it on behalf of your father, so your father is getting the reward, and he's doing the Hajj, so he's getting the reward. 3 people are getting the full reward of Hajj just by one Hajj. This is the rahmah of Allah.
They can do their own Umrah as well, or do they have to keep on doing it for that individual?
If the person is doing Hajj Badal, do they have to do their own Umrah? Yes, they can. But remember,
They could do Umrah for that person.
that's his choice. He can do whatever he wants with his extra time, because he has been assigned to do the Hajj on behalf of that person. And accordingly, that's his responsibility to make the Hajj on behalf of the person. Yes, if that person said, do, for example, Hajj Tamattu on my behalf, this is the type of Hajj that we will be doing, called Hajj Tamattu, which means that you do the Umrah first, then you take the Ihram out, then you will do the Hajj. Then this Umrah has to be done on behalf of that person. It cannot be on behalf of anyone else. Yes, with this Umrah, if you decide to do some extra Umrahs, some more Umrah, those Umrah you can do on behalf of yourself. But keep in mind, and this is something for all of us to remember, during the days of Hajj, is not recommended from Sharia point of view, is not recommended to do more Umrahs. So it's only one Umrah, and then do Tawaf as much as you can. Doing more Umrah is not recommended in the days of Sharia, in the days of Hajj. So the best thing is to keep on doing more Tawaf. And then those Tawaf you can do on behalf of anyone. And do as many Tawaf as you want on behalf of anyone you like. You can do it on behalf of the Prophet ﷺ and on behalf of anyone. Yes, you can. In fact, for people who have performed their first Hajj sometime and they don't have anyone else that they would be doing Hajj Badal on behalf of necessarily, then, like their parents, someone who haven't performed the Hajj, then, of course, it's good, instead of doing it for ourselves, do it on behalf of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Anyone can do it, even men, women, anyone can do it. You're right. Exactly. Exactly. In fact, same thing for Tawaf. People keep on doing the Tawaf. It's always good to make intention of some more people. Because you're getting your reward anyway, and you get someone else the benefit also.
Niyat of one person for Umrah, can make multiple people's niyat.
Can you make intention of more than one person in one Umrah, in one Hajj, or in one Tawaf? Now here we have to remember there are 2 things. One is Hajj Badal, where you are doing it on behalf of someone. In that one you cannot add more than one intention. But the other one is where you want to send reward to people. The way of doing that is, when you perform, this is just like you want to recite 1 juz of Quran and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to send the reward to the deceased people. Now, that you will not make the intention that I'm reciting it on their behalf. You recite the Quran and then make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that Allah give this reward to that. This is called Isal al-Thawab, which means getting the reward to those people. For this, you can send reward to as many people as you want, but the intention will not be that you're doing it on behalf of all of those people. You did it for yourself, and then you have to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to send the reward to those people. So it's 2 different things. When you're doing it on behalf of someone, then you specify the person, and it's only on behalf of that person. So, for example, do one tawaf, for example, on behalf of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam specifically. Then you may do one tawaf on behalf of all the Anbiya alayhi salatu wasalam. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is included. But doing it specifically on behalf of someone that shows more love towards that person, and especially when it's Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam or our parents or someone like this, will get you more reward, of course, because of your connection with the people.
In the age of advanced age, person is older, and you use that person as better.
If a person is not able to perform Hajj because of the old age, can that person send someone on his or her behalf